Hello everybody, welcome back to another instalment of Footy News. We've got quite a long one today, so I need to get straight into it. But first off, I'll just say what we're going to do this episode. So this episode, guys, we'll be doing the review of the weekend's games for the top 5 leagues, reviewing last night's Champions League games, and also we'll be previewing the Champions League games tonight and who I think will go through. We'll also be previewing tomorrow night's Europa League games, and also from both for the Europa League and Champions League, I'm going to say who I think will get through to the final, who I think will get through to this next round from the games that are playing tonight and tomorrow night. But yeah, guys. So we also have some news about some just like discussions. You can comment down below what you think about my debates. But one of them will be about teams, how they should improve in the Premier League, such as Everton, and also discussing what manager would suit Tottenham, like basically what players I want to play. But yeah, guys, so first up, we're going to go quickly. I want to quickly breeze over the Premier League. It probably take me about 20 minutes to talk about the whole match day. So obviously it started. So the first game of the weekend was obviously Friday night at 8 p.m, which was Fulham at home to Wolves. This is a great game. This was. And ball possession was 50% for both teams. And Fulham had 14 total shots and 3 of them on target. Kind of a bit of an L for them, isn't it? But for Wolves, they had 7 shots overall, and 3 of them went on target. He scored 1 of them. But yes, overall, the score finished 1-0. Yes, that has left Fulham with even less of a chance to stay up now. And I do like the way they play. I do like Fulham. I think they do suit the Premier League, I think. But obviously, sadly, they're going down this year, and I thought they might lose some players, some vital players to them. I feel like if they do go down, which I think they might do now, I think Scott Parker will probably leave. I think he deserves his play style deserves to be at a Premier League side. Maybe not a big Premier League side, but at least a Premier League side, I'd say. But yeah, so. Next up, guys, we're gonna basically talk about the game. So, in the first half, nothing really happened except for a substitution for Wolves, which was João Martino on, Pedro Neto off. But also in the 46th minute of the game, VAR ruled out a goal for Willian Jose, which is apparently offside. It was probably the right decision there, but the problem with VAR is I'll talk about this later in the discussion as well. It's just so inconsistent. It's just so inconsistent. We'll talk about it later though. So in the second half, some substitutions first off. There was overall in the second half, so it was 3 for Fulham, and obviously 2 for Wolves. So the 3 for Fulham were Anguita for Loftus-Cheek, Maja for Harrison Reed, and also Calderero for Aina. And then for Wolves, the substitution were Gibbs White on for Podence and Fabio Silva on for Willian Jose. But then, in the 92nd minute of the game, with 1 minute to go, Adama Traoré sprinting that right side, it was a fantastic goal. It was an absolute brilliant goal, it was, to be fair to him. It was a great goal. His first goal of the season, by the way. I think that it's his first goal of the season. I wouldn't say, people would say he's overrated, but I think that you've really got to say he's overrated when you watch him. Because I think the main thing that, I think the people that are saying he's overrated are the people that don't watch the game, basically. Because if you watch the games of Wolves, he basically does a lot. He does a lot for Wolves. But I do think he does better with Raul Jimenez. But that is the same with most players, I think that Trent would do worse without Robertson. Mane would probably do worse without Salah. The list goes on, basically. I think that he is not overrated. I think he's a good player for Wolves. He creates a lot of chances. But I do think they're really lacking Raul Jimenez this season. And I wouldn't say they're a one-sided team, but I could say that. But yeah, overall, overall, it was a good game from Semedo that time. So I thought it was a good game to watch there. So obviously finished 1-0 to Wolves. My next game was the Saturday game, which of course was where was it, guys? Which of course was the Saturday 12:30 game, which was a fantastic game again. 71% possession for Man City, 29% possession for Leeds, 29 total shots for Man City. 1 scored from that. 7 shots on target. I don't know if they're obviously having an off day, but I think that the main reason, I think we over predicted it. All right, I think we definitely. I think we should. I shouldn't have said it. I think I should have said Leeds won now, but Leeds would have won now because I should have predicted that. Because you think about it, there were massive games tonight against Dortmund, which will probably later on in the show. And honestly, I think they're definitely going to put their best team out tonight. Because if you think about it, they changed loads of players. They changed Mendy, Stones, Ake. I think Mendy doesn't normally start, does he? So no Diaz, who did come on. He didn't come on actually. So no Diaz. There was Zinchenko, Fernandinho, and Silva. Ferran Torres, Jesus, and Sterling. So that's a lot of changes for Fulham, for Man City there. And overall, disappointing loss, I'd say, for Man City. It's got a bit of flickers in the background. Honestly, I'm really sorry. It's the phone that just like auto focuses on me. So when I look away or something, it just like goes dark. I don't know why. But yeah, so let me try and film this on the iPad quickly, guys. I want to see if it's better camera on here. You'll still probably see this. I don't know. Let me look here quickly. No, it's not better. It's way worse than the iPad anyway. But yeah, I think it's because it's daytime, so it's a bit light in the background. So yeah, it's really sorry about it, guys. But yeah, so lots of changes for Man City there, and overall, Leeds has 2 total shots, 2 shots on target. Honestly, I guess how many scored 2 goals. So in the first half, nothing really happened except for a Stuart Diaz goal in 42nd minute. I think Stuart Dallas was obviously the man of the match, I think, from that game. But yeah, so 42nd minute was assisted by Patrick Bamford. And then in the 44th minute, VAR changed Liam Cooper from a yellow card to a red card. And then second half, I think Patrick Bamford came off injured. I don't know what happened with him. I think he became injured. I don't actually know. No, he just came off. I think he might have been a bit injured. I only watched highlights. I think. I can't remember it. Sorry, I did watch the whole game, but I can't remember it now. But yes, so in the second half, there's some substitutions like for Man City. There was Gundogan on for Nathan Ake and Phil Foden on for Benjamin Mendy, and then for Leeds it was 2 substitutions as well with Robin Koch coming on for Ty Roberts, and then in the 91st minute. There was a fantastic goal from Stuart Dallas to end the game 2-1. It was a fantastic game there to watch from Leeds. I'm really sorry, guys, about this camera. Honestly, I'm really sorry. I'm gonna try and get a proper camera soon. But yeah, so a great game to watch there. And obviously, the goal from Man City came in the 76th minute. Ferran Torres, assisted by Bernardo Silva. It was a good goal from Stuart Dallas. But yes, overall, I think that Man City more deserved it because of the shots and possession. But I don't know. I think that the main problem why they did lose is because I think the reason they lost is because they have that clinical striker up front. Surely there's something going wring there if they're having 7 shots on target and only scoring one of them. And also, there's something wrong there again if they're having 29 shots and only 7 on target. So I think that has showed that Man City can have an off day, and hopefully in the Carabao Cup final they do have an off day against Tottenham, obviously. Hopefully, at least. Yeah, great game to watch there. And actually, if you look at the player ratings on FootMob, they were exactly the same player ratings. It was a good game from Man City, but I think that it was probably some players' faults. So if we have a look at some stats here, player facts for Gabriel Jesus, he completed most dribbles in the match, which was 4, and he also was the most fouls from playing the match. And Sterling lost the possession 5 the most times in the match, so I don't think he had the best game today, Sterling there. But yeah, so overall, good win for Leeds. And then obviously, it doesn't really matter for Man City, does it? I think they've won the title easily there. And also, talking about the title, I'll be going over who I think will finish in the top 6 for all the top 5 leagues as well. Obviously, for Premier League and League, I'll do top 6, and for League, I'll probably do top 4. Yeah, so the 3 o'clock game of Saturday was Liverpool versus Aston Villa. And it was a crack of a game again. Honestly, there's some amazing games this weekend, honestly. And in the first half, there was nothing really happened except for a goal in the 43rd minute for Ollie Watkins, assisted by John McGinn. It was a good goal, actually. It was a good goal from Ollie Watkins. I do think that he's at the right place. I think Tottenham had a chance to get him in the summer, but we couldn't agree like a fee or wages or whatever. But I think he's at the right place. I feel like he won't be doing as well at Tottenham because he won't get over Kane, would he? He would never get over Kane. So I think that he's definitely in the right position now, right place in Aston Villa. But yes, overall, I think it's a better game for Liverpool there. Pardon me. So yeah, 2-1 there for Liverpool there. So first goal coming in the 43rd minute, obviously for Ollie Watkins, as I said. And then the controversial one there, I don't know if it's offside. I believe that in the rules, from now, I think that is offside. But if that was 20 years ago, that's pathetic offside there. But I think the rules have changed, and that's what people got to know. We'll talk about that later as well, about rules changing in the Man United game. We'll talk about that as well. But yeah, it's very controversial. Back 20 years ago, it would not be offside. But I think nowadays that is definitely offside there. Yeah, offside for Firmino there. But then the second half, Liverpool just turned up, really, didn't they? They just turned up in the 57th minute. Mohamed Salah scored to make it 1-1. And then also second half, Liverpool made 3 substitutions with Thiago, Mane, and also Shaqiri. And then also for Aston Villa, they made 3 substitutions second half as well. For Ross Barkley, El Ghazi, and Jacob Ramsey all coming on. There, in the 91st minute again, the second game in a row scored in the 91st minute. Trent Alexander-Arnold scored. It was a great, absolutely great goal. And I think that we'll talk about it later as well in the video. Probably actually leave it for another footy news. So that finished 2-1 there. Possession for both teams was 66% for ball possession for Liverpool and 34% ball possession for Aston Villa. 23 total shots from Liverpool, 10 shots on target. 9 shots from Aston Villa and 5 shots on target. So overall, I think that definitely Liverpool deserved that win there. And it's a great goal from Trent Alexander-Arnold there. And if you want to go and watch it, I definitely advise go and watch that highlights. It's a very good game to watch. The last game of the day, guys, was the 5:30 kickoff game. And it was obviously Crystal Palace at home to Chelsea in London derby, obviously. So they had a game yesterday, so they did make a few changes for the game. Like no Giroud, they had to Hudson Odoi on the pitch, and also it wasn't the best of teams, are they? They did put on some good players actually. They brought on Hakim Ziyech, Reece James, and also N'Golo Kante. Obviously they did leave some good players on the bench in case things did go not to plan for Chelsea. So overall I think that Chelsea deserves it. If you look at the goals in the first half, there's 3 goals in the first half, all coming from Chelsea. The first one coming in the 8th minute from Kyra, assisted by Hudson-Odoi. And then in the 10th minute, it was a goal from Christian Pulisic, assisted by Kai Havertz again. And then in the 30th minute, it was a 3-0 from Kurt Zouma, assisted by Mason Mount. And then in the second half, Jeffrey Schlupp came on for Eze, and James McCarthy came on for Redwell, and then for Chelsea, there's 3 substitutions in the second half as well. And Go Kante coming from Jorginho, Reece James coming for Callum Hudson-Odoi, and also Hakim Ziyech coming for Kovacic. So in the 63rd minute, there's a goal from Christian Benteke, assisted by Jeffrey Schlupp. And then to finish off the game, it was a 4th goal from Chelsea by Christian Pulisic, who was, I think, the man of the match for that game. The possession for both teams were 36 ball possession for Crystal Palace and 64% possession for Chelsea. There's one shot on target for Crystal Palace, 1 shot, and also that was a goal for them. 23 total shots for Chelsea and 10 shots on target for them. Overall, definitely Chelsea deserve that, definitely. I think I did say 3-0 actually in my predictions on TikTok. Next up, the next up was the I think it was a 12 o'clock kickoff. 12 o'clock kickoff. Burnley versus Newcastle. This is a great game again. And again, it's just showing that St. Maximin means a lot to them. The game finished off to 2-1. Ball possession for both teams, 57 ball possession for Burnley, 43% possession for Newcastle. In total, Burnley had 24 shots on 24 shots, and only 4 of them were on target. But for Newcastle, there's 10 total shots for them, and 5 of them were on target. So then obviously in the first half, 80 minutes in, Vidra got a goal, 80 minutes in, assisted by Chris Woods, and then second half, that was the only goal in the first half. That was the only thing that happened in the first half, really. The second half, Callum Wilson came off for Joelinton, and St. Maximin came on for Dwight Gale. And literally for St. Maximin, after only 7 minutes for coming on, he assisted a goal for Jacob Murphy, which is quite a good goal from Jacob Murphy. I did watch the highlights for that game because I was out, but I did see the highlights, and that was a very good goal from Jacob Murphy there. I think that Newcastle fans are really starting to like Jacob Murphy there. St. Maximin scoring 64th minute and to make it 2-1. And that really shows how much he means for them. Coming on 7 minutes and then scoring 2 goals for them to probably keep them out of. I think they're not safe yet. But I think if they do win 2 more games, I think they will be safe. But generally, Burnley are down there to get relegated, but I think they will stay up. I think they are one of them teams that, no matter how bad they are always going to stay up in the Premier League. They're going to be a Premier League team forever, no matter how bad they really are. No matter if they get smacked up 4-0, I think they're going to stay up forever. I do actually think that. Not forever, obviously. I think for the next 5 years, I think they will stay up. But I think one year they will get relegated. I don't know which year it's going to be, but I think that this could be the year. But I think that Sean Dyche is Burnley just going to stay up, I think. So the man of the match for that game from FootMob was John Giuselvi for them. For me, that would be St. Maximin for me. Honestly, I think that Tottenham need to make him a priority if Son leaves in summer, because that is obviously that's a massive step up for St. Maximin. And also, if you think how good he is now, St. Maximin, he is only 24 years old. There's a few players that I would like to get from Newcastle, and I hope they do go down one day. Not because I hate them, but because they do have some good players in that team. Also obviously Burnley does some good players as well. Like Dwight McNeil's quite good, 21 years old. There's some good players in the bottom of the table, which I think there's some teams like Spurs need to rethink about that. If we want to push towards top 4, Spurs, I think we need to get some of these lower Players. Obviously suit our team, because obviously St. Maximin, Son leave, St. Maximin, Dwight McNeil, get them in. So obviously Dwight McNeil can play. Left mid, left wing, and right mid. And St. Maximin can obviously play in multiple positions like left mid, left wing, centre forward, and right wing. But yeah, so just proving again why he's such a key player there for Newcastle. But yes, that's the end of that game there, guys. I think I told you about the shots tonight. Yeah, I did tell you about the ball position and shots there. And then the 2-5 game, which was an absolute cracker of a game again, was 3-2 to West Ham against Leicester. I've really got to hurry this up quickly, guys. Sorry. So I'm just going to tell you about who scored the goals. So the most informed player in the league right now, Jesse Lingard. We'll talk about that later in the show about Jesse Lingard. And he scored a goal in the 29th minute and 44th minute of the game. And then obviously a third goal for them was a goal from Jared Bowen, who's a good player as well. I do like Bowen as well. And then obviously in the 54th minute there's a goal ruled out for Diop. But then it seemed like they're creeping back to the comeback with Ian Nacho, another informed player in the league, scoring a goal in the 70th minute and scored another goal in the 91st minute. But yeah, so there's a lot of good players in that West Ham team, and honestly, the games they have left. We'll talk about obviously the top 6 a bit there in the video, but they could get top 4. That just sounds like that you're quite mental if you say that. Honestly, if you said that last year, I would just say you're crazy, man. You're crazy. If you said last season, but next season, West Ham could be on the race for top 4 or even getting top 4, I would just laugh at you and say, get out of here, man. You're so deluded, mate. But yeah, so I think they've made the right transfers. Like Souček has been such a great transfer for them, and I think that the one thing that I did say I was on Premier Hospital TV last night for my whole reaction to the Premier League results. I think Souček, when Tottenham need a player that wants to fight for the badge. If you look at that Tottenham game again, where he got hit in the face with bleeding, he got up straight away and blocked by the shot. Like, that is just a player that we need. I think it's been good recruitment there from West Ham this season. 2 players from Slavia Prague who have turned out to be amazing players, from Souček and Kufal, and obviously Lingard. Obviously talk about him later on in the video as well. But yeah, so obviously that was the end of the game there, guys. Obviously overall West Ham deserved it. But it's actually 36% ball possession for West Ham, 64% ball possession for Leicester. And then it was 4 total shots from West Ham, 4 shots on target, 3 of them scored. And then Leicester, 15 shots and 5 of them on target. So actually, if you look at the stats, Leicester generally deserved that game. But yes, overall, a great game to watch there. But yeah, so next up is Tottenham game. I've done a post-match reaction. I promise I'll do one for the Everton game. Sorry I didn't do another watch long. I've honestly recently I've been on the Premier Hospital TV a lot of times reacting to the games live. To go over there and check out my goal reactions. I couldn't react because I was ahead of time than him. But yeah, so obviously in the first half there's some controversial stuff happening in the 33rd minute with a goal ruled out for Edison Cavani because of that McTominay foul. And I think that the thing that people got to understand, that say it's not fair that he got the yellow card, that it was ruled out, I think that the main thing you got to understand is that it's written black and white. It's written in black and white on the rules that you can't put your hands. You can't basically reach your hand out, because I definitely think that's a foul there. I think that is definitely a goal ruled out there. But then the thing is, the thing I hate about VAR is it's so inconsistent. And the thing is, I read yesterday. I was on Premier Hospital yesterday, and I thought that I said that I would change the card. I would give him a yellow card to make him basically sent off. I don't like seeing people get sent off, but then obviously if it's that bad of a challenge that you got to disallow the goal, surely give him a red card. But then someone said in the chat that you can't give someone a yellow card in VAR, which is just bizarre. You can't give that. That's how bad VAR actually is. You can't give a yellow card on VAR. you look at the challenge, you say that deserves a yellow card, but no, it says in the rules, I can't give him a yellow card because VAR. That's just bizarre for me. I think that if it's me, if I was a director of Premier League, I would either get VAR out of here or make it a rule which you can give it a yellow card. But yes, enough about VAR. It is very, very inconsistent. We'll talk about it later on in the show. But for the other 4 leagues, guys, obviously got 5 leagues to go through. I'm only going to talk through the goals because I don't really watch other leagues, so I'm just going to talk through the goals and the scores. So obviously Tottenham need that victory if they wanted to be in the top 4 race. The 40th minute, Lucas Son scored to make it 1-0. And then the 57th minute, I think that the thing that Ollie did right at half time, I think he turned their anger into basically motivation to win that game. You could tell they're angry at half time because that goal disallowed. So I think it's half time he said, get your anger out on the pitch, get that anger out on the ball, and he scored 3 goals from it. 57th minute, Fred made it 1-1. 70th minute, Cavani made it 2-1, and in the 96th minute is an embarrassing goal from Mason Greenwood. How the Regulon's not getting to that. I'll do a Spurs show a bit later, guys, about talking about that game because I've got a lot to talk about this game about bad tactics, bad substitutions. So overall 7. I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 yellow cards. They didn't even get 1 yellow card. That is what I think. The thing that Tottenham needs to do more is basically. I don't care if people say, "Why are you doing that? That's dirty. That's dirty football." There, how you letting them do that? But we got to do what you remember that Arsenal Tottenham game. I hate to bring it up again, but honestly, when the man got a red card, Arsenal would just push him for that red card, and we're going to talk about it in the Spurs show tonight. So I don't really want to go over it again. But yes, 3-1 there to Man United, which probably I think they're already guaranteed top 4. But that doesn't mean they go within 11 points within Man City with a game in hand. I don't think they can win the title now. So the final game of the day was the 8 o'clock game, 7 o'clock game from Scum. Arsenal obviously won that game 3-0. Ball possession was 45% ball possession for Sheffield United, 55% ball possession for Arsenal. 7 total shots from Sheffield United and 2 shots on target for Sheffield United. And for Arsenal, 14 total shots and 5 of them were on target. Obviously Martinelli did start that game for one of his first times this season. I think it's his first start this season. Let me have a look. It's his 8 matches, but I think it's one of his first starts this season at least. So it was good to see him play again. Obviously, I think he did come off in the 83rd minute. He came off for El Nene. So the goals came from 2 from Lacazette, who seems quite good at the moment. And from the games that they have this month, the rest of the season, he could get loads of goals, So a goal from the 33rd minute from Lacazette and 85th minute from Lacazette as well. And then obviously the goal from Martinelli came in the 71st minute to make it 3-0. As they could push for that, I think it's they could generally push for top 7 now because they are they can't push for top 6. But they could get 7th place ahead of Everton probably. So they have some easy games left in the season. If I look at their games quickly, guys, just before I go to some Monday games, Monday's games. So Arsenal the games they have left is Fulham, Everton, Newcastle, West Brom, Chelsea, and Crystal Palace, and also Brighton. They should be winning most of them. So guys, that's the end of that game there. Overall, Arsenal definitely deserved that game. And then we won't go over the Everton game, but it was a boring game. Overall, they won 0-0. It was 0-0. So West Brom 3-0 against Southampton. Just quickly go over it quickly. A penalty from Matheus Pereira in the 32nd minute. And then in the 35th minute, a goal from Matthew Phillips, 2-0. And then Callum Robertson, the 69th minute, finally getting a goal against a team not called Chelsea from Callum Robertson there. But yeah, so FootMob's man of match of that game was Sam Johnson. I did make those saves. He said, he was I think he was man of match. Anyway, let me just. Okay, guys. Yes, next game up. I'll just go briefly over this. Was a Brighton 0-0 game versus Everton, and actually Brighton definitely deserved it. I mean, 23 total shots from Brighton, 3 of them was on target. And then for Everton, 8 shots and 1 on target. But I think the main, basically the hero for Everton that game was, I think it was definitely Godfrey, Ben Godfrey. Had a superb game there. I do think that he's a good defender for his age. But yeah, so they did make a few changes for that game. No Calvert-Lewin, which I think that he's the main reason they get goals, really, isn't he? But yeah, so that game finished 0-0. Obviously, Brighton next up have Chelsea on Tuesday, 20th of April, and also Everton have Tottenham in 2 days' time, Friday evening. But yeah, so if we go to the other top 5 leagues now quickly, guys, just to finish off this, I'll go briefly over the scores from the last match day. So obviously there is a new Europa League Conference League, which I think is a bit confusing for me. I've read stuff about it, but I think it's a bit too confusing for me. So guys, so obviously the games from the weekend started with Lille versus Metz, which Lille won 2-0 with 2 goals with a goal from Yilmaz, who I think is a striker, isn't he? He is. He is the Turkish striker, Burak Yilmaz, who does look quite a good player as well. Obviously 35 years old, that's a problem. Yes, another goal from the right back Slick, which obviously puts them a bit higher in the table. They are now 3 points ahead of PSG, obviously because that win against PSG the weekend before. 1-0. So starting off Saturday was actually PSG against Strasbourg. It's 4-1 for PSG, with a goal coming from Mbappe in his 16th minute, Sarabia 27th minute, Moise Keane scored in the 45th minute, and then in the 63rd minute, Sahi scored for Strasbourg, and then in the 79th minute, finish off the game, Paredes scored to make it 4-1. 16 total shots from PSG in that game there, and 7 on target. Obviously that was 4 o'clock on Saturday, and then the last game on Saturday, the second game and the last game on Saturday was Montpellier 3, Marseille 3, which is actually quite a good game. I did watch this game actually. Luckily for me, I did watch it. So the first minute, Andy Delort scored to make it 1-0, and then in the 43rd minute, I think that is the Polish striker, isn't it? I believe that is a Polish striker there. Milik scoring for Marseille in the 45th minute, the second half, and then to finish off the half, it was who's that? Papa Gaye scoring to make it 2-1. In the second half, there's a goal straight away from Laborde to make it 47 to make it 2-2 in the 47th minute, and then in the 73rd minute, Perrin scored to make it 3-2 for Marseille, and then in the final minute of the game, there was 4 minutes at a time. 93rd minute, there was a great goal from Laborde again to finish that game 3-3. So that makes Marseille 6th from the table and Montpellier 8th from the table. And then if we jump onto the Sunday games, Rennes, there's loads of games from Sunday. I'll quickly just go over these quickly. Rennes versus Nantes. So for Rennes, Terrier scoring to make it 1-0 in the 52nd minute, and that was the end of the game there, really. So that's like Nantes are getting relegated. They are 4 points off of being safe. They did actually beat Thingy, didn't they? They did beat them. So 14 total shots for Rennes, and 4 shots on target. 4 shots from Nantes and 2 shots on target there. And then 64% ball possession for Rennes and 36% ball possession for Nantes. And then the second game of Sunday was Brest versus Nîmes. The 11th minute, Kone scoring for Nîmes, and then in the 26th minute, Chardonnay scoring for Brest to make it 1-1. Ball possession there was 64% possession from Brest, 22 total shots from Brest as well, and 4 shots on target. For Nîmes, I think that's how I say it. It's 36 ball possession for them, 5 total shots and 3 shots on target. So I think overall, Brest deserved that game. So the table for them is Brest in 16th place with 36 points, and Nîmes in the relegation zone 18th place with 30 points. Yes, in the third game of the day, this game made Lens go into 5th in the table, which means they get Europa League Conference League, Europa Conference League qualification. So the goals came from the 16th minute, as a penalty from Kakuta, and then 20th minute a goal from Laurent with Mofti. And then the other 3 goals from Lens came in 39th minute, 55th minute, and also 88th minute with a penalty, but from a different guy, Benza. But yeah, so that game finished 4-1 to Lens. There was actually way more possession for Laurent. There was actually 62 ball possession for Laurent, 38 ball possession for Lens, 14 total shots from Lens, 6 of them on target, and 17 total shots from Laurent, and another 6 on target as well. So overall, I think Laurent deserved that game there. And then the next game was a 0-0 for Nice versus Reims. There, won't go over that game. And then Saint Etienne beat Bordeaux 4-1, which does mean that Saint Etienne go into 13th place, only 1 point behind 12th place Reims. And then Bordeaux are in 15th place, 36 points there, and the same points as Strasbourg actually. Yes, St Etienne 4-1 there. Ball possession for the game was 37% ball possession for St Etienne, and 63% ball possession for Bordeaux. Remember, the football is not all about ball possession, because in the end, 70 total shots from St Etienne, 6 of them on target, 4 of them obviously scored. For Bordeaux, there's 10 total shots and 2 shots on target for them. So the goals came from Kazri. He scored a hat-trick in the 19th minute. His penalty, 23rd minute, and also 71st minute with another penalty there. And then obviously in the 9th minute, to basically open up the game, it was a goal from Huang, who made it 1-0 with a goal in the 9th minute of a penalty. And then to finish off the game, guys, make it 4-1. It was Yusuf to make it in the 81st minute to make it 4-1. And then, guys, for the Monaco game versus Dijon, so Ben Yedder missed a penalty in the 49th minute. Jovetic scored in the 49th minute. Ben Yedder scoring a second goal in the 63rd minute. And Ben Yedder scoring again in the 89th minute. Maybe that means there'll be a team of the week coming from Ben Yedder this week. But yeah, so it's a good game there from Monaco. Obviously, Ben Yedder came on in the 46th minute for Diop. They've never got a good team, they do, Monaco, at the end of the day. And they are now third in the table, 1 point behind PSG. They're having a nightmare this season, they are. They should be reckoned at that league, shouldn't they? This season, it turns out they're not. But yes, 3-0 there from Monaco. And then the last game of this league was 3-0 from. Yeah, sorry guys. So for the 3-0 Lyon game, quickly got to go over it quickly. It was 3-0 obviously for Lyon. 2 goals, one from Depay, 21st minute and also the 83rd minute. And then in the 41st minute, there's a goal from Paqueta, which obviously made it 3-0, which makes Lyon fourth on the table in the league, and they are now 1 point behind Monaco. So that's actually really tight at the top there. They're only 2 points behind PSG as well. So yeah, but if we think about the next games, PSG have Etienne, which should be a win for them. Monaco have Bordeaux, and Lyon have Nantes. I don't think PSG do have. Do they have Lyon? Do they have Lyon again, or Monaco? I don't actually know. They do not. They have quite easy games now, I think, PSG. But yeah, so now we're going to move on to the Liga now, guys. Actually, we'll move on to Serie A quickly. We'll go over the scores quickly there, and the goal scorers. So, obviously, really tight at the top there as well. I think that Inter Milan have won the league now anyway. But that game finished. Obviously, they are now 30 games played for Inter Milan, 74 points. So they're now 11 points ahead of for AC Milan. I think AC Milan are guaranteed top 4 now, definitely. But yeah, so actually it's really tight at the top as well there. Napoli in 5th have 59 points, and then Inter Milan only have 63 points. So that's really tight at the top again there. So the weekend's results, guys, did start on Saturday with Spiza versus Crotone, which finished 3-2. So the goals came from, I don't know who any of these players are, by the way, guys. I have no clue.
All the teams.
Yeah, sorry about my dad there, guys. But yeah, so the game obviously finished 3-2. We'll have a look at the table because I don't know who any of these teams are. Obviously, Crotone is on the table now. Spiza, I think Spezia, I don't know how you say the team's name. And 14th there. So obviously, I think the main thing we're here for is the Juventus games, really. So the main games really of the weekend, guys, were Inter beating Calabria 1-0. Juventus beating Genoa 3-1 with Kuleveski scoring in the 4th minute, Morata scoring in the 22nd minute, and McKennie scoring in the 70th minute. But yeah, so then for the Atlanta game, which was actually quite a good game actually. There was 2 goals in the first half from Zapata, 30th minute and 40th minute, and then in. But yeah, guys. So carrying on with this game now. So in the second half, there's 2 goals from Vlahovic to make it 2-2. And in the 70th minute, the goal from Ilicic to make it 3-2 that game. So that's quite a game actually there. So obviously in the table there, Atalanta were 4th and Fiorentina were 15th. But yeah, guys, so no, the big games there really in Liga, in Serie A, sorry. Now we're moving to Bundesliga, the big games, because we're closing to the 45th minute now, so we need to get on with some games here. So that's actually a surprising game from Bayern Munich, drawing to Union Berlin, 1-1. 1-1 there in that game. I think that the main reason is because obviously that other main team out, isn't it? But in the 86th minute, actually, there's a goal from Ingvarsson. I don't know who he is. But yeah, so I think they did have a bad team out, because they obviously did have a game against PSG yesterday. But yeah, so a good game from Frankfurt versus Wolfsburg as well. 4-3 in that game. Obviously, Wolfsburg are 3rd in the table. Frankfurt are 4th in the table. So, because that win, they're closing in on the table there. And actually, Dortmund are really far off of the Champions League spot now. I think they might get Europa League for next season. But yeah, so if we have a look at the goals here, in the 6th minute, there's a goal from Baku for Wolfsburg. And then in 8th minute, two minutes later, there's a goal from Kamada for Frankfurt. 27th minute, there's a goal from Luka Jovic in the 27th minute. And then in the 47th minute, there's a goal from Weghorst. Silva, I think his name's Andre Silva, in the 54th minute. A goal from Durm in the 61st minute. And then finally, a goal from Tuta, and then a goal from Tuta in the 85th minute. But yeah, and then the other good game in that weekend probably was the Dortmund-Stuttgart game. Finished 3-2, with a goal in the 70th minute from Kolasinac. And then let me do this quickly, guys. Close the door quickly. Oh, actually, no. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, so there's a goal in the 70th minute from Sasa Kolasinac. 47th minute there was a goal from Bellingham. 52nd minute a goal from Royce, and the 80th minute is a goal from Knauf. For the Stuttgart, obviously there's a goal from Didavi in the 78th minute. But yes, we really got to get on there, guys. So Stuttgart are now in the table, obviously 9th of the table, so they could possibly get top 6. But yeah, so nothing really else happened there except for a 4-1 win from RB Leipzig. There's 2 goals from Solarov there, a goal from Sabitzer and a goal from Olmo there as well. But then for Werder Bremen, there's a goal from Rosica in the 65th minute with a penalty. Yes, we've already got going, guys. Now I'm going to move on to the the final league, which is obviously the Liga of the top 5 leags. But after this, guys, after I do these results here, I'm going to do who I think will be the top 6, top 5, top 4 of each league, and who I think will win each league as well. And also after that, we'll do some news. This video could probably be about an hour and 40 long, I'd say. Probably got about an hour left this video. But yeah, so the results from the weekend, obviously it was El Clasico on the weekend in the Saturday, and it was obviously at the Santiago Bernabeu, and it finished a different stadium actually. Why have they changed stadium? I don't know why. But yeah, so what's going on there? What's going on there? Yeah, so let me try and get up here. So yeah, so obviously finished 2-1 there. In the first half, there's 2 goals from Real Madrid with a goal from Karim Benzema, and another goal from Toni Kroos in second to make it 2-0. It's actually been quite a good few games from Kroos here, and obviously tonight they do play Liverpool, which will be previewing in a minute. But yeah, so obviously then there's a goal from Barcelona in the 60th minute by Oscar Mingueza, which is quite embarrassing for Barcelona to think about it, because their defender is actually better than most of their attackers there. But Casemiro got a red card in 2 minutes, a yellow card in the 89th minute, and a red card in the 90th minute. And I've seen clips of it in the stadium, in the stands, there's obviously Sergio Ramos clapping. But yeah, so 69 ball possession for Barca, 31% ball possession for Real Madrid. Obviously that puts Real Madrid second in the table, 66 points, a point ahead of Barca, and only a point behind Atletico Madrid there. Talking about Atletico Madrid, their game finished 1-1 with Real Betis, with Carrasco scoring in the 5th minute and Tello scoring in the 20th minute. And then the final game we're going to go over quickly is the 4-3 game from Sevilla and Celta Vigo. The goal scorers were Aspas twice in 3 minutes, Mendes for Celta Vigo, and then the 4 goals from Sevilla came from Koundé, Fernando, Rakitic, and also Gomez. Obviously, Sevilla are pushing for that top 3 position. They are 4 points off of Barcelona now though. But yeah, so now I'm going to go in quickly into who I think will get relegated actually, who I think will get top 4 relegated and more. So first off, we're going to start with Premier League, obviously. This probably take me about 12 minutes to explain, guys, so probably about an hour. We'll probably reach an hour after this. But yes, then obviously after that we'll go on to the we'll obviously go what was I going to say? And then obviously we'll go on to the Champions League review of last night, and also the preview for tonight's games, and tomorrow night's games will probably take me about half an hour. Then we'll probably have about another 20 minutes of games. But yeah, guys, so enough rambling on there. We're going to go to Premier League now. Who I think will get top 6 first. But yeah, so I think that is it 6th gets Europa League as well, and then 7th place. Wait, Dad, isn't it top 6 get Europa? Is it 5th and 6th get Europa League, then 7th get qualification for it? Have to qualify.
So, yeah.
Yeah, so I think I'll go with top 6 quickly, guys, and I'll go with 7th place as well. But I'll just do top 7 then. But yes, first place I think we'll finish. I'll go over this bit, so I'll try to remember a 50-minute mark. But yeah, so for Premier League, I think it will finish. First, I think we'll finish obviously Man City. Second, I think we'll finish Man United. Third, I actually think we'll finish Chelsea. I think Chelsea finished third. Then fourth, this might be bizarre, but because of the games they have left, so they have quite easy games left. Leicester obviously have quite easy games left as well. But the last 3 games Leicester have Man United, Chelsea and Tottenham. I think out of all them 3 games, I think they'll get no points from that one. So I think this is going to be bizarre, but fourth place, I think, will finish West Ham. Because they do have quite easy games left. They have Newcastle should be a win there. Chelsea will be hard game. Burnley should be a win there. Everton should be a win there. The last 3 games of Brighton, West Brom and Southampton should be a win there. 3 points there. It should be 9 points there. I think they'll get 4th position there. And it sounds weird saying this. Imagine next year you're seeing West Ham versus Real Madrid or Barcelona or whatever. It sounds bonkers, but yeah, that's what I think is will finish top 4. 5th place I think will finish Leicester. 6th I think will finish Tottenham. I think 7th will be Liverpool for that league. I think 8th will obviously be Everton. And then relegated I think will be 20th Sheffield United, 19th West Brom. And I think 18th will actually be, I think it will be Fulham still. I think the bottom 3 will say the same for me. But yeah, so I just think that I don't see Newcastle going down now because of their form. If you look at their games left, actually. My word, they have some hard games, actually. They have West Ham, Liverpool, Arsenal, Leicester, and Man City in a row. That should be a win for them. But Fulham could come down to the side of there. Fulham have got, I think they've got hard games as well, haven't they? Jeez, they got hard games as well. They got Arsenal and Chelsea twice in a row. They got Burnley and Southampton, which are must wins for them if they want to make that last game basically a relegation decider. And then Man United, they got to beat. I think they got to beat one of the top 3 teams that they play. I think they got to beat either Arsenal, Chelsea, and Man United. I think the one team they're gonna beat out of them is obviously Arsenal. I think. They've lost 4. They lost 4 games. That's a problem. I can't see him staying up this season. I think Scott Parker will leave Fulham because I think he plays such good football for his team. But yeah, so we're now going to move into the League 1 and we're going to do some controversial stuff here. We'll do top 5, obviously, and obviously relegation as well. But first up, we're going to go with first place. I think this will be Lille. I think Lille will win it this season. I think they have easy games left now, don't they? They have all wins, I think, for me. They have Montpellier, I think that should be a win there. Lyon should be quite a good game to watch. Nice should be a quite good game to watch as well. Lens, Saint Etienne, and also Angers. Then in second place, I think it will be PSG. In third place, I think it will be Monaco. Basically the same top 5, I think, but except I think that Marseille will get 5th place for Lens. I think top 4 will be the same except for, and then obviously Marseille will get 6th place, I think. 5th place, I think, sorry. And then at the bottom of the table, I think that it will be Dijon. I think it will be Dijon, Nîmes, and Laurent. I generally think that Nantes will actually stay up. Their games left. I'll tell you who I think will. They have Lyon next. I don't think they'll win that. Strasbourg next. I don't think they'll win that. After that, I think they'll beat Brest, Dijon, and I think they might beat Bordeaux. Maybe. But yeah, so that's what I think will happen in League 1. Bundesliga. I think the Bundesliga will finish the top 7. The top 6 will do. First, I think will finish Bayern Munich. Second, I think will be Leipzig. I think third will be Frankfurt. Fourth, Wolfsburg. 5th, Dortmund. I think 6th will be Leverkusen. So yeah, so it's basically the same except for Frankfurt and Wolfsburg will change around for me, I think. Actually, no, they've never looked at Frankfurt's games. So Frankfurt have got Mönchengladbach, They got wins. I think they got must wins. I think anyone they'll probably lose is either Mönchengladbach or Leverkusen, but I think they might win them. But yeah, so. And then obviously the bottom of the table, I think relegated actually be Schalke, Colin, and also I think it will be Hertha Berlin. It's quite tight at the bottom actually. I think Armenia. Actually no, who have Cologne got left? I think they got quite a good team actually. They've got Leverkusen. They've got Leipzig. Oh, I got quite a hard game actually. But I think that they might win the last 3 games, which is Freiburg, and I think they might win that. Hertha and Schalke, I think might get 9 points out of them. So I actually think it will be Hertha, Armenia, and Schalke. So obviously I think it will be bottom Schalke, 17th Armenia. I think it's 16th will be Hertha Berlin. Yeah, so we're going to quickly go to the Serie A. Sorry, wrong league there. Serie A. And in Serie A, I think first will be Inter Milan. Second, I think will be Juventus. Third, I think will be AC Milan. Fourth, it will probably be Napoli. I think fifth will be Atlanta. Sixth will probably be Roma, I think. So I'll go over it again. First Inter, second Juventus, third AC Milan, fourth Napoli, fifth Atlanta, and sixth Roma. So who have Milan got left actually? AC Milan. Who have AC Milan got left? Do you know? These are easy wins, I think. But I think Juventus is quite a hard game actually. They've got them soon, but they got. Look at the games in a row, man. They got loads of games in a row. They got a game on the 9th, the 12th, and the 16th. Jeez, man. Yes, that's my prediction for. Oh yeah, sorry, we haven't done the bottom 3. We haven't done relegated actually, have we? So I think relegated will probably be Crotone, Parma. And I think it will be Calabria as well. I think it will probably be Crotone bottom, Parma 19. I think we'll say the same for bottom 3 as now. And if we go to the Europa League, sorry, Liga quickly. It's not a league, is it? Europa League. We'll go to the Liga quick, and I think first will actually be Real Madrid. Atletico Madrid have got these games left. I'll tell you them quickly now. They've got Eibar. I think the games they'll probably lose is Barca, maybe. No, I don't think they'll lose to Barca. I think first will be Real Madrid, as they have got easy games. The only hard game they got is Sevilla, but I think they'll win that. So I think that they will get first. Second will be Atletico. Third, I think, will be Barcelona. I think fourth will be Sevilla. Fifth, I think, will be Real Betis. I think sixth will be Villarreal. I don't see Real Sociedad getting top 6. I don't think. But yes, that's my predictions there. Bottom 3, I think, will be. It's quite tight at bottom actually. I think it will be Deportivo bottom. 19th Eibar, and 18th I think will be Real Valladolid. I think that's how you say it. But yeah, so Huesca are doing quite well now. They're climbing up the table here. They got some good wins recently. But yes, that's my predictions then, guys, for the other leagues there. Sorry it's taken a long time. But I don't really think I'm going to do any news today because I've really got to do stuff today. I'm going to do a Spurs later. I've got to watch some things on TV, Netflix. I've got to do darts as well. I'm a busy man today. Busy man today. So I have to really try and get this done in about an hour. I've really got to do this. But I'm going to try and finish this in about half an hour. I don't really know. But yeah, I don't really want to finish it now because obviously that will just be like predictions, won't it? I'll probably be like reviewed. Oh my hair, say that finally. Jeez. So we're now going to go to some competitions. I think the biggest competitions I think for me. So basically, in this episode, we'll be quickly going over the FA Cup, Carabao Cup, and who I think win of them leagues. All them competitions. Sorry. Yes. First, I want to go to the review of last night's Champions League games. Yes, obviously, last night's Champions League games. The games were Bayern PSG, and also so Bayern PSG and also Chelsea versus Porto. Let me have a look quickly here, guys. Yeah. So obviously we're going to quickly go to Chelsea Porto game. So that game obviously finished 1-0 to Porto. A great goal from to Remy. But yes, obviously, Chelsea went into the game 2-0. It's comfortable for them to win. The lineups for the game were Mendy, Azpilicueta, Silva, Rudiger, Reece James, Jorginho, Kante, Chilwell, Mount, Pulisic, and also Havertz to come off in the 90th minute for Giroud. And then for Porto, they played Marcin, Sanusi, Pepe, Mbemba, Mafina, Oliveira, Grujic, Arube, Otavio, Marega, and Corona. And obviously the people that came on were Taremi, Nanu, and also Diaz, and also Everson, and also Vieira. The actual Vieira, he's come out of retirement. But yeah, guys. So pretty boring game overall. I think definitely the Bayern game was way better there at the end of it. But actually, in the first half, nothing really happened there. But then in the 94th minute, it was an amazing overhead kick from Taremi. I think it was better than Giroud. I saw the highlights quickly. I'll try and get it up for you now. I don't know if I can. I don't know if I get copyrighted or whatever. I don't want to, obviously, but I'll volume off quickly. It's a bit backwards, so let me go on YouTube real quick, guys. Just doing this real quick. Let me go on YouTube quickly, and then let me YouTube here. Let me look here. Let me look. Sorry about that, guys. Champions League. Champions League highlights. Sorry. There we go, guys. Alright, let me get up quick. The overhead kick. I don't know when it is actually. The overhead kick is here. So yeah, here we go. So if we go here, I'll try and get commentary. Up here. Here we go. Let me get up for you. You're gonna see the light. You can see the light in the background there. Yeah, here we go.
Delivers the ball in. Oh, hello.
I don't think you can see that, guys. I don't think you can see that. Yeah, it was a great goal from Taremi, by the way. Fantastic goal. I didn't watch the game. I watched the Bayern Munich game. Yes, fantastic goal, overhead kick there. It sadly didn't get them through. They were basically like the Ajax they were this year. They were basically the underdogs, weren't they? No one expected Porto to get that far, did they anyway? I thought it was a good campaign from Porto. You have a look at their campaign quickly in the Champions League. So Porto obviously in the last round they did beat they actually in the first leg obviously they beat Juventus 2-1. In the second leg they lost to Juventus 3-2. But in their group they did get through in second place. They were in a group with Man City, Olympiacos, and Marseille. So overall I think that they had a good campaign there. So overall it was a good game there as well. So 2-1, 1-0 there for Porto. Ball possession for Chelsea was 46% for Chelsea, 54% ball possession for Porto. 8 total shots from both teams, 2 shots on target from Porto, 1 shot on target for Chelsea. The best game of the night was definitely Bayern Munich 1. PSG 0. Honestly, Neymar should have scored a few goals. Honestly, Neymar did amazing that first half there. He did like a scoop around, and he hit the bar / post. It was a great game to watch, honestly. If we quickly go to that game there, 40th minute, it was a goal from Eric Maximin Choupo-Moting, who honestly, it is crazy, man. It is actually crazy. Honestly, this man's career, he must have... I never watched him at Stoke, but he must have done good at Stoke. Because how the hell do you go from Stoke to Paris Saint-Germain? It's just crazy. It's crazy how you go from Stoke to PSG to Bayern Munich. It's just crazy. So he did score the only goal of the night for Bayern Munich there, and for the whole game, really. Overall a good game there. I've seen some videos of what happened after the game. It was great celebrations there, obviously from them. But yeah, so overall it was a good game there from PSG. But yes, that game obviously finished 1-0, but obviously PSG go through away goals. But yeah, so lineups for PSG were Navas, Dagba, Pereira, Kimpembe, and Diallo. Gaia, I think his name's Gaia, Paredes, Di Maria, Neymar, Draxler, and Mbappe. Then for Bayern Munich, it was Neymar, Davies, Hernandez, Boateng, Pavard, Kimmich, Alaba playing at CDM position, Koeman, Müller, Sané, and Choupo-Moting. Substitutions were Muslia and Martins coming on for Bayern Munich, and Bakker and Moise Kean, and also Herrera coming on for PSG. Yes, overall it was a good game there from PSG Bayern Munich. But now in the preview to the games tonight. So the games tonight are Dortmund, Man City, and also Liverpool versus Real Madrid. So PSG will play either Man City or Borussia Dortmund. Obviously Chelsea will play Real Madrid or Liverpool. Them games will take place on the 27th of April and the 4th of May. Yes, tonight's games, we'll start off with the Dortmund versus Man City preview. So the first leg finished 2-1 to Man City. With I can't remember who scored the goals actually. Let me have a quick look. So in the first leg, there's a stupid offside from a super disallowed goal from Bellingham. I mean, that should definitely be a goal. I didn't even go to VAR for that. Man City yet again paying a referee. It's just disgraceful, man. I know they didn't pay the referee, but honestly, how that is not a goal. The reason is because he had a high foot. He put his leg in the air to get the ball. What do you expect him to do? Go with his head like a Superman, like go woo, and there's the ball. You know, Edison will do what he did to Man in that situation. Yes, it was a goal from Kevin De Bruyne in the 19th minute, then a goal from Royce in the 84th minute, and then Foden in the 90th minute to make it 2-1. So overall, I think Man City deserved the first leg there. The lineups for that game were Edison, Walker, Stones, Diaz. I won't go with actually, but it was basically their first team. But yeah, so will Haaland go missing yet again? I don't really know. It's going to be hard again to predict this one because injuries. So we have a predicted lineup here from Footmob, but the injuries for Man City, obviously Aguero. For Dortmund, they have a list of injuries. They have Witsel, Zagadou, Sancho, Schmelzer, and Mukuyu. I think Royce was injured, but they've announced him playing now. I don't really know what he's going to do with Royce. It's a massive game for both legs. For both Dortmund and Liverpool, obviously both behind. But for Dortmund, we'll go to put it like quickly. Obviously, this will be played. This will be played. Don't go on that. This will obviously be played in the Dortmund's normal stadium. But yeah, so we won't do any news, guys. We won't do that VAR thing actually at the end of the show. Cause I really got to do this. So, so the put line from Footmob is for Dortmund hits Morey, Akanji, Hummels, Guerrero, Emre Can, Dahoud, Bellingham, Royce, Haaland, and Hazard. For I think it's a mile up as well probably. From Man City's their lineup is their predicted lineup is Edison, Cancelo, Diaz, Stones, Walker, Rodri, Gundogan, De Bruyne, Foden, Jesus, and Mahrez. I'll probably go with the same thing actually. Generally, is their right back injured? I think he is. Yes, I'll probably go with the same thing, guys. So my prediction for the game, we have I don't know what I'm going to think here. I think that my score prediction for the game, guys, will be. It's actually generally a hard prediction, you know. I'll get everything done with very quickly because I've got to go into the Europa League games. I think, guys, I'm going to go with. I'm going to go. I'm sorry about this taking long, guys. I'm going to go with a 2-0 win for Dortmund. I'm gonna go with a 2-0 win for Dortmund. I might sound bonkers, but I'm gonna go with a 2-0 win for Dortmund. If you can ask me for scores, I'm gonna say probably Bellingham and Haaland. Maybe I think Haaland might get one. Yeah, so we're going with topics. I was going to do some topics in the video here, but I'm going to do another one of these Friday. I don't think it'll be Spurs show tonight. I might do that Friday as well. I might do that Friday as well. So the same day, but I'll do that straight away in the morning. I'll wake up early, pop out 6 o'clock, and do 2 videos there. Yes, massive game there for Dortmund. I'm going to say 2-1 for that. Then Liverpool, Real Madrid. So Real Madrid going into this game 3-1 up with goals from I think it was Vinicius twice. I can't remember who it was, but that first goal from Vinicius was a great pass from Cruz. That vision from Cruz is amazing. Another stinker of a game from Trent there. Yes, obviously the weekend, Real Madrid beating Barcelona and Liverpool beating Aston Villa. Massive differences. Liverpool beating Aston Villa, Real Madrid beating Barcelona. Yes, obviously we played at Anfield here today. Yes, this is injuries from both teams. Obviously, for Real Madrid, there's Carvajal, Vasquez, Varane, and Ramos. And for Liverpool, there is Kelleher, Origi, Gomez, Matip, Henderson, and Van Dijk. But yeah, so for Liverpool, I'm going to go the same lineup as Football again. It's probably the best lineup they're going to have. And I'm going to go with Alisson. They've gone with Alisson in goal. By the way, it's my same thing as me, so I'm going to say they've gone with Alisson, Arnold, Phillips, Kabak, Robertson, Thiago, Fabinho, Wijnaldum, Salah, Jota, and Mane. I'll go the same thing there, probably right lineup. And then for Real Madrid, they've gone with Courtois, Mendy, Fernandes, Militao, Odriozola, Modric, Casemiro, Cruz, Vinicius, Benzema, and Asensio. I'll probably go with Rodrigo for Real Madrid. I don't know if he starts that much. Did he start in the first leg? I think he did. I don't actually know. Did he start in the first leg? Let me have a look quickly. I don't know. No, it's Asensio actually. But obviously, I think Rodrigo come on. But I'm gonna say they're gonna start the same lineup as the first leg, except for obviously no Vasquez. I'm gonna go with Coladrara. I think that's how you say his name. What I've gone with basically. Odriozola, sorry. But yeah, so. Must-win game for Liverpool here. They want to keep their season alive, basically. I don't think they can't get top 4 now. This is a massive game for them. I think they can do a comeback. Honestly, they can do a comeback. But I think the main reason they got done comeback last time was because of the fans. Basically, fans just roar them on, don't they? Fans are amazing, and for home teams doing comebacks. So score prediction for this game, I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw for this one. Obviously, Real Madrid going through. But yeah, so I won't do any FA Cup thingy. I won't do that quickly. But next, I'm going to quickly do a preview to Europa League games, just quickly. I'll do some score prediction for the games. So in the first leg, guys, Granada lost to Man United 2-0. I'm going to go with that game I'm going to go with the second leg. We'll go with what's them look like. I'm gonna go with a 1-1 draw for that one again. The Ajax Roma is gonna be a hard game to predict here. I'm gonna go with I think I don't know. Actually, we go with this quickly. We go with time. They're at the same time anyway. I think that United Granada 1-1 there. Roma Ajax. Is it a strong lineup? Yeah, it is really. I'm probably gonna go with a 1-0 win for Roma in that one. Slavia Prague Arsenal. I'm gonna go with a this is scum versus scum, but one's racist scum, but one's the other scum. I'm gonna go By the way, I don't ask to win this game because I think that the problem is it's only one player for me. Racism. It's only like one player. I'm a few fans. It doesn't represent the whole squad. Yes, I'm probably going to go with a 1-0 win for Slavia Prague, and then for Villarreal, Dinamo Zagreb, who obviously won up to Villarreal, I'm going to go with a 2-0 win. No, actually, no. I'm gonna go with a 2-1 win for Villarreal in that one. But yeah, guys. So I think the draw is tomorrow, Friday. I think I'll do a reaction to that draw. Yeah, should be a great draw to watch, and should be some great games there. Yes, sorry I can't do it any longer. This is basically footy preview and review. Yes, I'll do another one of these Friday. Which will be previewing the weekend games from all the 5 leagues, doing some topics I want to talk about this video, but I can't. I'm a busy man today. Netflix is waiting for me. But yeah, on all seriousness, I got to do some stuff today. Yeah, so see you guys later. Peace out, and hopefully you guys have a good rest of your day. I'll see you with the Spurs show on Friday. Probably tomorrow actually. But yeah, see you then. Peace out. Bye-bye. By the way, guys, I'm a busy man. I might do a Spurs show today. I don't know. You're a real G there. Comment down below what team you support. If you got to this part of the video. I know it's a bit awkward, but yeah. See you guys later. Peace out and bye-bye.